Hi there, Selective Collective. You'll have to excuse my hands. I have been working with clay stuff today, and I'm messy. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here, joining me these times during my day. I love these times. I don't know. I'm getting some weird messages here lately. Okay, I'll be honest. I've felt like this before. First of all, I'm going to do a reading with the tarot. I'm going to bring you some truths in my tarot way that I can from a person who's being authentically themselves in a world where there is a world stage, and fake is the message I've been getting today, yesterday. I've gotten this message before. It was part of you could say, awakening. Listen, if you're part of the groups of people that others would say you may be out of touch, then consider yourself lucky, because that actually means that you're probably more in touch with the reality of what really is than anyone else. There's definitely like a message coming through of control of fear. And I do like the acronym, the false evidence appearing real. I do like that because there's so much stuff that is not real, and it's usually what's on the world stage. I'm not even being metaphorical with that. I'm saying there's a world stage. There's a world stage for that. There's fake institutions that we all accept to be completely true and valid. They're fake. They're fake, and then the lie to control people with fear has gotten so big, so out of control, that if you are someone who will stand up and say this isn't even real, then you're looked at as crazy. It's only because of the lies that build their fake, false attempts at fearing people so they can control people. It's very obvious. I don't know, maybe that's something that's being more and more exposed. I won't go into details because I just won't. But there's a lot that let's just say if you're out of touch, then you're more in touch than you know. All right. Some truth, Spirit. Some truth. Reaching out to angels and spirit guides here as literally the dust and dirt is starting to crumble. The acting is starting to be seen through as acting. As that starts to clear away, individuals rise into their own authenticity, and we're seeing that, and I love it. Love it. Why do they think people just started watching YouTube instead of their big broadcast systems anymore? Because we wanted to see something real for a change. We saw people at their best, we saw people at their worst, and we watched. And we saw the real things that were happening. Kind of obvious when there's a big world out there, but there's only one story that gets blasted on every single thing. It tells you that every single station, it tells you that it was very most of it made up. Anyway, okay, I get a little too controversial when I go way into things, so I will stop there. And let's just pull some cards. They've made fear soak into people's belief system. It's belief now for a lot of people. Fear is. And fake events, fake stories, fake everything's just to get you to stay in that fear belief. And then, since it's so wonderfully staged, they're going to have themselves as the heroine of your story, the victor, the person in power that gave you the hand up, because of the whole mess that they created themselves for you to have to sometimes very much so experience in a real way. So I'm not saying that the effects aren't real. I'm saying most of the things I want you to fear are not real. Seven of Blades. Interesting. I was going to pull a Celtic Cross for you all. So, Seven of Blades is deception. It's deception. It's somebody that is taking all of the weapons. Is somebody who's making sure that you don't see them escape after there's been some sort of tragedy. With justice. Okay. 8 of Wands. Oh, wow. Well, listen, this is for collective. I see the collective getting justice. Not the easiest. 2 for the outcome. Always do 2. Good. Okay. Wow. All right. Devil wants to go for a ride. Six of Cups underneath that. And the High Priestess underneath that. Okay, so we have the moon. You have the moon. Make sure you can see everything. So the moon is illusion. In this context, I'm going to take this reading and apply it to the information that's been channeled to me as something that is it's mysterious because it's not really all. It's not all revealing. The moon light. So there can be. Well, it's to create confusion, and it's also to draw people towards certain conclusions, like being very mysterious, but pointing people into the direction to believe a few conclusion. That's all planned. That's all planned. Keeping people somewhat in the dark, but pointing to what they want you to think an answer is. A solution. Something like that. There is control in YouTube now, being displayed just as much as it was when it was 3 channels on my TV screen. There is. So I'm not blind to that fact. Whoa. That was weird. That was my pinky that did that. I don't know how it did that. We have the Chariot wanting to come out in a weird way. It's your victory. I see justice and victory for the people who are in a group of people that they read energy very well. Very well. And so when it gets heightened, you have this ability to read energy so well that you've known for a very long time that some things were merely for you to be Some things were set up so that you stayed a character in somebody else's game, in somebody else's simulation. And this is almost like saying, waking up to this, you have for a long time, and you've decided to make yourself the main character. And the first thing that you would do when you realize, oh, I'm awoke, I'm doing all these things I'm supposed to do, but I'm in your game, is you're going to change the rules. Anything that was restricting you, anything that was making you feel like you couldn't move or wiggle out of anxiety, you've had to combat. And you're getting your justice, you're getting your good karma. You have wise discernment about these things. There's more that's hidden, is what they're saying with that card. Is there's more that's hidden. This goes deep. That's interesting. Okay, so I have the Emperor, I have the Page of Pentacles, and I have the Page of Cups. So this is like authority or rule. The Emperor is. And the Page of Cups is reverse. And then the Page of Pentacles here. There's energies that are coming in for new rule. This started in the past, and you probably picked up on this, that the energy was shifting. Powers that be are shifting. So there may be something better here coming, but it's going to be something completely new, because the old system, which there is like hopeless with the Page of Cups in the reverse because of the manipulation and lies and falsehoods. Falsehoods about who's actually even in control. So justice is here. I wonder if I should use the other deck, just because it may, you may see it better. Yeah, because you're not going to be able to see that, are you? Maybe I'll just go with the deck that wanted to come out for some reason. Okay, so the Four of Coins is the challenge. This is, I mean, you leaning on yourself for stability. To wanting to feel safe and secure in what you're able to build with yourself. And we have justice here as the issue. Definitely could be that there are things that are affecting that. So it can be feeling like things are about to change, like everything is about to change, right? Ace of Pentacles is the new opportunity. The new beginning. We have the acorn seed. We have planting for this big, huge oak tree. So something that's going to be sturdy, that lasts, that makes you feel secure. Definitely security and safety down this path. Because it's time for a big group of people, a big group of souls to have their time as main character on their own stage. And that's the good karma. Eight of Wands. The heart of the matter. Wow. Wow. Okay. Good. So with this Page of Pentacles, it's like connecting it to here. with this new order, new rule, new energy. Can't lie to people type of energy. There's a new chapter. You're going to get news, a feeling as if finally something is moving forward for you into a new chapter, elevated chapter, and this is the heaven on earth. It's the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups in the world. You can't, you really can't get much better than those. Because there's a new cycle, a new chapter, there's a new storyline here for you to be in, and it's going towards your heaven on earth. Your emotional completion, your happiness, I mean, very much so. Not just happy with you, I mean, I see other people in this picture that seem very happy. So this is what I think, and this is in your heart space. So, yeah, happiness, a new chapter. You are feeling like the Four of Blades, and I love this person on this card. Look, they're very, they're relaxed. They're relaxed. They're grounding. They're putting their feet in the ground, on the grass. They're, with the animals, they're resting when they need to. They're meditating if they want to. They're just enjoying the act of simply being and being still. They're peaceful. They're peaceful. Shoes are off. Work shoes are off. There's something in that. Tell me more about how the collective is feeling. Ooh. You may be feeling a lot of things. I'm going to take that one too. Wow. And the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. Shit. This is really good. You're feeling like the Star. You're feeling like the Star. And then you also have the Death card here. Change. Transformation. Big energy. See the Ouroboros. This person is, you all watching this are going through major physical activation at this time. I would expect this to make you feel like you need some time out. Especially time away from like chatter. I'm just really picking up on this solitude. She has 2 children here. I just noticed that. She has two babies underneath the cloak. But that is the Death card. And the Star. A big sign of healing, like on a huge level. This is going to be a big transformation and a big change. And I'm not one to do clickbait talks, but I see something coming in for you that you're already feeling and you're preparing for. And it is this like wheel, it is this Wheel of Fortune energy. We have, for the goal and destiny, you have the 5 here. And I definitely see that being a big change in your path. So things finally blossoming for you. Main Star, looked at, noticed. Your dreams matter. And figuring out what those are. Contemplation, prayer. This is huge, and it's probably bringing about a lot of purging at this time. So definitely, if you're feeling like you need a time out, or you need a rest, or you need a whatever it is, do it for yourself. Tell me about 5 of Cups. Ah, the Fool. So full energy. So this is the taking a leap of faith on this new part of your journey. There's a person in the Five of Cups that is mourning somebody. But what's interesting about it is there's also a spirit right behind the person's gravestone of them smiling. And saying basically, you know, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm all right. That was an illusion. I don't know, that's just a message for, that is a message, excuse me, for somebody. And in general, though, it is getting through the heavy emotions. You can be feeling this as purging in your body, purging these heavy emotions as literally more light is being turned on. And what happens to darkness when light is turned on in a room? It dissipates, and that's what has to happen on the physical with your body. And so you may be feeling like uncomfortable currently. It's kind of the main message I'm getting there with that. As you're enlightened, like the Fool is, to your next step in taking a leap of faith. In this next step, okay, so what's the Wheel of Fortune? Four of Swords. So again, Four of Swords again, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so laying down the groundwork and the strength on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, laying down the groundwork here for this new cycle right now is what you're doing. And there's going to be new things to learn, to understand, new social networking, connected through working together, collaborating. The Four of Swords. Taking care of yourself, healing. You're healing usually from the Three of Swords when you get the Four of Swords. So, Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. A big financial gain or windfall. Reward for your efforts. The Five of Wands is when everything gets shook. I'm seeing it more on like something where you going through something here in the now moment of a purging of energies that you're going to see physically here in the future be purged. You'll be seeing that with people arguing or disagreeing. You'll be seeing that with feeling the energy of scattered, loss of focus, pettiness, competition. Whoa, too many. Competition, even possibly big weather changes that don't make sense. Like, okay, so I'm getting the any psychic can predict that there's going to be a tsunami, a tornado, a big earthquake. They happen all the time. But I'm getting that this is going to be a very confusing time for us, especially regarding weather for a lot of people, because you're seeing the energy of what you are going through and have been going through be purged on the outside. Mother Nature is purging just as you are, the darkness, and going through the shifts just as you are. You'll see it in a bigger way, though. See it in a bigger way. Well, because it's Mother Nature? Maybe. Maybe also manipulation. Maybe even like war tactics that involve weather. weather war tactics. Yeah, Queen of Cups, almost in the reverse. This Queen of Cups is needing you to take care of yourself, love yourself. While this is also going to be the energy that pulls people out of your path. People that were once on your path that are no longer helping it. They're hurting it. If they're hurting it especially, and you've already stepped out of that fear paradigm, but you're in something, or a relationship, partnership, you're in something where it's still hurting you, that's going to be taken by the storm. Ace of Wands, Swords, my bad. Ace of Swords. And there's a pregnant person on the card. But this is like, it's truth and clarity that you're a creator here from this card. I'm also getting a timing, though. As I look at that, I'm seeing the pumpkin. And so I'm going to say that for us here, September, relating to the pumpkin, about when that would be in season. I think that this would be a complete victory and a complete new path, like something brand new, especially even the people that you're surrounded by September, as looking completely different to you than what something looks like right now. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Yeah, I think so. Tell me about the Queen of Blades. Six of Pentacles, and we have another Five of Wands on the bottom. This is when, look, I see somebody being very protective over these people. I feel, okay, that's what they're saying. You have some kind of success coming in for you that is protected. That is protected by spirit, and you're going to have a natural instinct or drive towards working well with others, care, compassion, protecting what you create. There's something here about you're going to feel very focused, determined, and if you want to know where that is coming from, it's because there's a protected success here. So here's the right people coming into your existence also, with the Three of Cups and then the Devil. Three of Cups is the right people coming in. The Devil might have to do about strategy, or it can be us kind of like coming together, facing fears, overcoming. The energy of the Devil. Page of Pentacles. New thing to invest in. The Tower in the reverse. Coming together. I saw the Rebirth card. A friend of the Devil. The song's A Friend of the Devil is a Friend of Mine. If I get home before daylight, at least I'll get some peace tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Got two reasons why I cry alone each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Amber. Isn't that the song, A Friend of the Devil? Grateful Dead. So they're telling me by that song that this is actually good news. That this card is representing your strategy for rebuilding after there was obviously a tower moment. It's over. It's done. It took down the walls. It dismantled everything. And then you're building something new. Friend of the Devil. Yeah, 8-8. You're building your own wealth here. Your spiritual strength is kind of like can't compare it to anybody else. No one else can compare to the spiritual strength that you've pulled together for yourself. And I have the 8 of Wands, good news. with what is coming together for you. Good planning. And there's other people on this card wanting to, again with the baby, I don't know if it's just this deck, there's a woman holding a baby, but I have good news, outcome, good news in your heart space because you're feeling it with the Ten of Cups. And then this Eight of Pentacles means that you're a master. 8-8. It's time for a wealth shift of prosperity. For those, what is the verse say? Those with eyes, let them see. Those with ears, let them hear. I think in Revelations it's 7. It's let this. Let this, something about the Spirit saith into the churches. Those that have ears, let them hear what the Spirit saith into the churches. The churches being your temple, your body, you, and so those with eyes will see, and those with ears will hear, and everyone that's included in that will have soul restoration, redemption, and a wealth prosperity transfer that might not even seem possible right now, but it's going to happen. So yeah, that's what I've got. Let's pull from the 108 deck. What's that song? He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He's been telling lies now. Okay, I had a dream about a snake, about 2 snakes last night. And for some reason I thought water. I went for the water. And I sprayed it in its face and it just made it mad. It came after me. I really don't know what else happened. But so 2 snakes came after me. Yeah. These dreams have gotten very intense. I'm wondering why am I dreaming so vividly every single night? Really, like I'm exhausted when I wake up with some of them. The universe, source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal creation, awakening to that it's all connected. Interesting. Number 37. That's interesting. Yeah, it's all connected. Perspective, the symphony, harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, organize, structure, contribute, team, collaborate, precise arrangement. Whoa, we have the death card and we have the urn card. It's over, a change of state. Something's done, something's ready to change. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole thing's about is that things are changing. What's changing? It's no longer about the world stage, it's about your stage. It's about your stage. You as the main, very important, lovable character whom I'm honored to have here watching this video. It's time for your curtain call. It's time for you to have acclaim, fame, recognition, for you to be the celebrity, for you to be in the spotlight. Oh, I heard an ending for those that are currently just very non-deserving. Just got the lucky actor's role. Now you will have the lucky actor's role. Very likely at this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Make sure you recharge your batteries, like physically, because I keep getting a message about that on my headphones. That might be a message for you. Make sure you're getting your rest. Okay. Anam, Kara, unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, always tenderness. Infinite love, appreciation. You're gonna feel the love that the Creator has for you immensely. with this divine retribution, soul restoration. Yep. 777. I'm in flow. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. So that's what I have for you, Selective Collective. Sending you love and light.